Have you ever noticed something strange about humans? You're walking down the street, and suddenly you see a dog. Without thinking, your brain instantly says, "Can I pet it?" Maybe it's a cat sleeping on a wall, a rabbit in a park, a horse on a farm, or even a giant fluffy cow you've never seen before. For some reason, humans have this almost uncontrollable urge to reach out and touch animals. But why? Why do we feel this strange need to pet creatures that aren't even our own species? Why does stroking a dog instantly make us feel better? And why do some people become completely obsessed with animals? The answer goes much deeper than you think. It involves evolution, ancient survival instincts, and even hidden mechanisms inside your brain that scientists are still trying to understand. Today, we're uncovering one of the most fascinating mysteries of human behavior. Why do humans always want to pet animals? Let's start with something unusual. Humans are one of the very few species that willingly form emotional bonds with completely different species. Think about that. A wolf and a deer don't become friends. A lion doesn't adopt a zebra. Yet humans have turned wolves into dogs, wildcats into house cats, and even birds, reptiles, and fish into beloved companions. In fact, many people love their pets as much as family members. Some even cry harder when losing a pet than losing certain relatives. That sounds extreme, but there's a reason. Because your brain often doesn't categorize pets as animals. Instead, it categorizes them as part of your social group. In other words, your brain treats your dog almost like a human friend. And that changes everything. Now here's where things get fascinating. Scientists discovered something called baby schema. It's a set of physical traits that instantly trigger caregiving behavior. These traits include big eyes, round faces, small noses, soft features, large heads compared to the body. Sound familiar? Because babies have these features. But here's the crazy part. So do puppies. So do kittens. So do many young animals. When your brain sees these features, it activates ancient nurturing circuits. The same circuits designed to protect human babies. This means your brain is literally being tricked. It sees a puppy. And part of your brain says, protect this tiny creature, even though it's not human. This is why people often describe animals as cute. Cuteness isn't just a feeling. It's actually a biological response, a survival mechanism. Nature's way of making sure vulnerable creatures receive care. But seeing an animal is only half the story. Touching them creates something even more powerful. Imagine petting a friendly dog. Within seconds, your brain begins releasing chemicals. One of the most important is called oxytocin, often known as the love hormone. Oxytocin is the same chemical involved in trust bonding, friendship, parent-child relationships. Studies show that simply petting a dog can increase oxytocin levels in both humans and dogs. Yes, the dog experiences it too. It's like a biological feedback loop. You pet the dog feels good, you feel good. The dog becomes happier. You become happier. And both brains reward the interaction. No wonder humans keep doing it. Your brain is literally giving you a chemical reward every time. Now here's something surprising. Animals often calm us down better than people do. Why? Because animals don't judge us. A dog doesn't care how much money you make. A cat doesn't care if you failed an exam. A rabbit doesn't care about your social status. Animals offer something rare: acceptance. Humans spend huge amounts of energy worrying about what others think. But around animals, that pressure disappears. Your brain can finally relax. Researchers have even found that interacting with animals can lower stress hormones like cortisol. Blood pressure decreases. Heart rate slows down. Anxiety becomes weaker. This is why therapy animals can have such powerful effects. Sometimes a friendly dog can accomplish what hours of conversation cannot. To understand this completely, we need to travel back thousands of years. Imagine you're an early human. No cities, no phones, no internet, just nature. Animals were everywhere. Some were dangerous, some were food, some became allies. Over generations, humans learned to read animal behavior. Understanding animals became essential for survival. The people who paid attention to animals often survived longer. Eventually, certain animals became companions. Dogs helped humans hunt, protected camps, warned against predators. Over time, a partnership formed, one of the oldest friendships on Earth. Humans and animals evolved together, and those ancient bonds may still influence us today. When you pet a dog, part of your brain may be reconnecting with a relationship that began tens of thousands of years ago. Now let's address the big question. Why do some people seem to prefer animals over humans? The answer isn't that they dislike people. It's often that animals provide simpler relationships. Human relationships can be complicated. Misunderstandings, arguments, competition, expectations. Animals don't usually operate that way. Their emotions feel direct and honest. When a dog is excited to see you, it's obvious. No hidden agenda, no social game, just pure enthusiasm. For many people, that's incredibly comforting. It feels authentic, and authenticity is something humans deeply crave. So, why do humans always want to pet animals? Because millions of years of evolution shaped our brains to care for vulnerable creatures. Because animals trigger nurturing instincts originally designed for babies. Because petting releases powerful bonding chemicals. Because animals reduce stress. Because they make us feel accepted. And because somewhere deep inside us, we still carry ancient connections formed long before modern civilization existed. The next time you see a dog, or a cat, or any adorable animal, and feel that irresistible urge to pet it, remember, it's not random. It's your brain following instincts that have been evolving for thousands of years, and maybe that's one of the most human things about us. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Human Explained for more fascinating insights into human psychology, behavior, and the hidden instincts that shape our lives. See you in the next video.